Hello, all of you. Namaste and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification updates. Okay, today I'm here to support you in solving the following question. As you can see on the screen, the question is if a plus b plus c is equals to pi, then you have to prove cos A into sin B into sin C plus cos B into sin C into sin A plus cos C into sin A into sin B is equals to 1 plus cos A into cos B into cos C. So this might be the question that you have seen the longest part on the left hand side. But we can easily solve this question. So let's see the steps how we can solve it. First of all, as usual, we take left hand side. So we have this part, our left hand side, and after this step, if you observe these different parts, then in the first two parts or the first two terms, you will be noticing sin C as common. So let's take sin C common from the first two parts among the three. So after taking sin C common, there remains cos A into sin B in the first part and cos B into sin A in the second part. The third one is we will copy the same. So after this step, now these factors or these parts inside the bracket can be represented by a formula, that is sin A plus B is equals to sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. So same right hand side, whatever we have on the right hand side is inside this bracket. Just the change in their position is seen here. The first one is on the second part, like if you compare with the formula, sin A into cos B should be on the first, but it doesn't matter with their position. We have written that on the second part here. So let's change this into a formula, a simple formula, that is sin A plus B. So we'll write sin A plus B for the parts, the trigonometric signs that we have inside the bracket for this much part. And then we'll move to next formula again that we have studied in trigonometry, that is when there is sin A plus B following the given condition, like this one was the given condition. When we'll take C on the other side, right side, that will be pi minus C. And if we will keep sign on the both side in this step, if we keep sign on the both step, then that will be equals to sin pi minus C, that after following the cast rule, like this one is the cast rule, you may know that if the angle lies in between 90 degree and 180 degree, at the time sine will have positive value. So this is the sine, it is 180 minus theta or 180 degree minus angle that lies in second quadrant. That means there we will have positive value of sine. And why it is written sine, not any other trigonometric ratio? Because if sine or any trigonometric ratios have 180 here, either 180 or 360 degree, so there will be no change in their name, no change in the trigonometric name. So we'll write sine. So we'll get sin C for sin A plus B. That means this sin A plus B can be written now as sin C. That's what we have done here. And this step all remains same. Now in the next step, we will multiply these two and it will become sin square C. Plus again the last part is repeated same. Now we have another simple formula for sin square C. This is probably the first formula that we have studied while starting trigonometry. That is, sine square c is equals to 1 minus cos square c. And then this remains same. Now, if you observe this step, then in the second term, that is second part, and in the third part, we will see minus cos c common. Cos c is common, but minus will take, the sign will take common ourselves. So that will be equals to 1 minus cos c. Minus cos c is common. Here remains cos c. So that is here. And then, since here it is minus, here is minus, we have taken the common. We have plus before the third term. So this minus and this plus when get multiplied, that will be equals to this minus. So it will be minus here. And what remains? Sine A into sine B. That is the remaining part. Now, let me first remove this mess. Okay. Now, we will convert this cos c again in the form of A and B. That is, we can do by following the given condition again, as we have done for this. But in this step, we'll keep cos on the both side. In the above step, we have kept sine on the both side because we need the same there. Now we have cos here. So we are keeping cos and cos on the both side, but here is a little bit change. That is again following the cast rule. Now since the angle is between 90 degree and 180 degree, less than 100 degree means it lies in second quadrant. At that time, cos here will have negative value. That's why we have written minus cos c. That means if A plus B is equals to minus cos c, if it is plus here, that means here it should be minus. Okay, if here is minus, then it should be plus here. And our question is in the form of positive sign. That means plus cos c. That means we'll write minus cos A plus B here. So in place of this, we'll be writing minus cos A plus B. Okay, now after this step, cos A plus B, this much, except minus, this much part has a formula. Cos A plus B has a formula, that is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. This is the formula of cos A plus B. But here is a little bit change. Since the sign is minus there, so while solving this formula, we'll write minus cos A into cos B first, as there was plus in the formula, but we have minus here in the question. So this minus and this plus get multiplied, and then it will be minus here. Again, this minus in front of cos A plus B, and the minus from the formula when get multiplied, that will be plus, and sin A into B is already in formula. That what we will copy. Now minus sin into sin B is already in the above step. You can see sin A into sin B, sin A into sin B, they are similar with opposite sign, plus and minus, so that they can be cancelled out. Now finally what remains? There remains 1. This minus and this minus get again multiplied, it will be plus, and then cos A into cos B and into cos C. That will be our final answer and the expected right hand side by the question. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you liked it.